One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartans Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Spartans will put total leather and will get started. Looks like he's going to try to return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Wolverines offense is on the field for the first time today. When the Spartans and Wolverines tangled last year, Michigan came out on top by a touchdown, 24-17. Neither team really had vintage seasons, but for the Wolverines, beating both of their rivals had to alleviate some of the disappointment.
It certainly did. And I think anytime they're playing a rivalry game, it really comes down to the mistakes and not turning the football over. That was the difference in the game last year. Sparty turned it over once. Michigan did not. Colston Loveland had a big game at tight end for the Wolverines. I think in this game, David, who takes care of the football the best? I think that determines who wins.
Yeah, and Michigan State had almost 100 yards more of offense, so they moved the football, but you're right. It's those critical mistakes. And Michigan last year, very successful against their rivals. Can they continue that trend?
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything.
He's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. To the ground, he's got it again. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Looking to throw, it's Child. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Rides the back on the option to give. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab right down the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finding open areas. QB got it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. They'll go right back to the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bellick. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Childs. Pulls it in, it's McCray. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch them on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second and goal, he carries again. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Sparty has stretched out this lead, guys, and they can almost taste showing off that Paul Bunyan trophy.
And imagine the Spartan fans right now just going bananas. Go green, go white. Talking about Michigan all year long. They win so many games. Poor old Michigan State. And what are they doing? Taking care of business.
Yeah, no doubt. They're the school here in state that's usually playing with a chip on their shoulder. They don't recruit as well as Michigan. Michigan's had more success in conference play in recent years, but Michigan State showed up. They look like the big brother in this game.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Using his legs to buy some time. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. This defense is showing the Spartan spirit, and they are swarming.
I mean, they're making them earn everything. Nothing given up free. Playing so good at all the levels of the defense. If I'm a Michigan State fan, I'm pretty jacked up at this performance.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. It's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Dropping back, it's Childs. Unloads to the right. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here's a heat. Hits him in stride at the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the running back. There he goes! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Plows through the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to pass, it's Childs. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. That's caught. It's more. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Got a man. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And the offense just going to spike it here. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, and not much time to work with. Going for it all. It's caught for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it comes down to the 2-point conversion.
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
This crowd is rising up, trying to help its defense make a stand on the 2-point try. Snapped it in the shotgun. The pass is incomplete, and late in this game, still down by 2 after failing on the conversion attempt. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.